I'm gonna do this right. Show you I'm not moving. Wherever you go, I won't be far to follow. Oh, I'm gonna love you so. You'll learn what I already know. I love you means you're never, ever, ever getting rid of me.
Oh boy, that was Christopher Fitzgerald in one of the hottest shows on Broadway right now, Waitress, the musical composed by five-time Grammy nominee Sarah Bareilles. Thank you. That's a mouthful, trying to get that one out. The story of a waitress, an expert pie maker in a small town who dreams of a way out of her loveless marriage.
The show is nominated for 4 Tony Awards, including Best Musical and Best Actor in a Musical, Christopher Fitzgerald. CBS News contributor Jamie Wax is here with us now, and you sat down with Christopher Fitzgerald to talk to him about what it's like to be in this incredible play. He's doing an amazing job, although going up against Hamilton.
That's right.
It's going to be tough.
But Waitress is a fantastic musical. For people who can't get tickets to Hamilton, I definitely recommend it. Even if you can get tickets to Hamilton, it's another great new play to see. Sarah Bareilles' music is beautiful. The direction is really great. They've captured the spirit of the film, the 2007 film that was very popular in my opinion. But Christopher Fitzgerald is an actor who has been in so many things. He's in the original cast of Wicked. He is a 3-time now Tony nominee for Best Featured Actor. He's really the secret ingredient to many, many successful stage productions over the years, and it was great to talk to him.
He was backstage with you in our makeup room just a short time ago, and he is just a larger-than-life character in person. Yes. Just really great energy. But is this really the year for Hamilton? What do you think?
I mean, I think it is Hamilton's year. Hamilton holds the nomination for, holds the record for most nominations with 16. Vlad, you and I talked about that on the day the nominations came out. It's nominated in 13 categories, so if it won every single category it's nominated in, it would set a new record for wins. But I think there are a couple of categories it's sort of vulnerable in. I'm not entirely sure it's going to set both those records. It is definitely a show that has achieved remarkable, unprecedented things in the world of theater. So whether or not it sets that record for wins really doesn't blemish the legacy.
And there may be a little bit of a blowback as people anticipate it to win all these awards, that perhaps the voters will say, you know what, it may be we can find some other actors or actresses who have done just as good quality work as some of the people in Hamilton. But you spoke to Christopher Fitzgerald and you asked him about what it's like to work on this production. Let's take a listen to that.
This is your 3rd Tony nomination.
This is my 3rd time, yeah.
As Best Featured Actor.
As Best Featured Actor.
And what does it feel like the 3rd time around? Is it different?
Yeah, no, it's old hat now. No, it's, I feel like I've progressively gotten more, less nervous and more kind of ready to just have a ball with the experience. So kind of almost this time I've had the most fun just enjoying all the fruits that this comes with. I mean, it's a very strange thing in a inherently collaborative experience to have people singled out for one reason or another. But that is when you play such odd characters, people seem to respond to that.
They certainly do.
Yeah, and Jamie, you were saying that he's been in a lot of things, and you sort of see him and you go, oh, yeah.
It's that guy. I mean, his last Tony nomination was for playing Igor in the musical version of Young Frankenstein. So he's able to walk down the street in New York and nobody hassles him or bothers him. So he likes it that way, it seems.
You know, what's so interesting to me with the Tony Awards this weekend is Oscars had the whole Oscars So White campaign, the lack of diversity with the Oscars. But the Tonys, it's amazing. It's the exact opposite here.
I think it is. I mean, I think something in the American theater is getting it right where Hollywood is getting it wrong. Opportunity, good roles, and the diversity that's happening on Broadway is not just being displayed on stage in shows like The Color Purple and Eclipse and Shuffle Along and Hamilton. It's also being displayed in the audiences. Audiences for Broadway this season are more diverse than ever.
Well, why do you think that is? That the stage here, the theater, Broadway is so diverse, but you look at sort of the big screen and it just does not. There's a massive disconnect.
I think we focus more on story and art in this medium than film and television do. And the hope is that everybody sort of comes along as we develop audiences for these stories, which obviously the response is showing that they're so hungry for, that will translate to the business people out west that this is also something that can affect film and television.
And Hamilton certainly has paved the way for that. I mean, the idea that you would have a play, a musical with historical characters, but have it mostly be played by an African American or a Latino cast is remarkable. It's incredible. Hopefully Hollywood will take that cue. They've done it in the past with Shakespearean productions. I've seen Denzel Washington in Shakespeare, both on Broadway and in Hollywood, but it really does serve them to take a look at what's happening on Broadway and maybe apply that to Hollywood.
I mean, go to any all-white high school in the Midwest and they will be rapping Hamilton.
Right.
The diversity of the storytelling and the influences and the casting of that show have not kept traditional theater kids from embracing it and loving it. These are stories for everyone, and the beautiful thing is that they are being cast and created by teams that reflect everyone now.
I had a girlfriend tell me when Hamilton was off Broadway, this is the show you got to see. It's going to transform Broadway. And I said, that's a pretty big statement that it's going to transform Broadway. But boy, it has been a magical year for these folks.
It really has. I mean, I've gotten to speak to Leslie Odom Jr. and to the women who portray the Schuyler sisters, and they all knew it was really special, but none of them could have imagined just how huge the impact has become.
You know what happens at 3 o'clock, Rena? I'm always showing you my lottery
You
for
are.
Hamilton that I just lose every single day.
Somebody please get Vlad a pair of tickets, please.
Jamie Wax, always good to see you, my friend.
Thanks.
Thank
Great
you
to
very
see you
much.
both.
Jamie.
The Tony Awards are this Sunday. You can catch Jamie's full interview with Christopher Fitzgerald, as well as red carpet coverage starting at 7 p.m. Eastern right here on CBSN, followed by the Tony Awards on your local CBS station at 8 p.m.